Hello and welcome to Rally Point Extra Festival.
It's Christmas! Well, aren't you dressed in an absolute monstrosity?
Says the man in the most ugly suit I have ever seen.
How dare you? Well, we want to know who is wearing the most disgusting garment. Let us know in the comments. We already know, really, don't we?
Well, we have the best Rally Point Extra you have ever seen, and it is part of the 12 Days of Festtag, where we give you community goodies, and today we're going to be showing you and talking about the start positions with Total War Warhammer.
Andy Hall, would you please reveal all?
Hello and welcome, Legendary Lord, Lawmaster Andy Hall.
Hello.
We're going to be talking about start positions, right? So
Yes.
We've got this lovely map, which we will put somewhere directly in front of Andy's face. And we'll start off with the Empire. So we've got KARL, FRANZ and Balthazar Gelt, both starting from Altdorf.
Yeah.
What is a good gameplay and following tactics to kind of move forward with when you start your campaign?
So Altdorf is currently the Empire's capital, so no surprises that we're starting there. And KARL Franz has just been elected Emperor in their timeline, so pretty much you're surrounded by human factions, and so there's going to be a lot of chance to do a lot of diplomacy here. Some factions, like Boris THORGRIM, they don't like you, because he thought he should be Emperor. Other factions, like Talabek Clan, they're quite friendly to you, you know, they respect that you're now the Emperor. Other ones are neutral, they're, you know, waiting back to see what happens in the fallout of the election.
They could be won over.
Yes, definitely, if you play it right. Or, you know, you can also go and hit them with a big hammer if you want to do it that way. But it's not just about the humans. You know, the Grey Mountains are very close to Altdorf, so there's the next Snapper tribe there for Orcs and Goblins, so you're probably going to have problems there. You're also maybe going to have to deal with some cessationists who, you know, just reject KARL Franz and the hammer.
Yeah.
And also, you know, there's the Dwarfs of the Grey Mountains close by, you know, and if you want, you can carry on going west and head into Bretonia and maybe start making some trade deals with them. So,
it's probably a wise move. That's definitely what I would do. I'd go the trade and friend route.
For me, it's all about Marienburg. I want to get those back in the Empire as fast as possible.
That's
traitors.
Andy Hall's tactic there. So, dwarves. We've got Thorgrim and Ungrim. Where do they start and what can you do?
Okay, they're starting in Kazakh-Karak, Everpeak, as the Humies like to call it.
Them Umis.
Yes, and it's quite surprising actually. Well, not that surprising. They're very close to the Orc and Goblin start position as well. So you maybe think, oh, that's really close. But you've got to remember that we're in the World's Edge Mountains. It's a very dense, very high mountain chain. So it's almost like kind of maze-like. There's lots of channels, lots of places to funnel enemy, to create blockades. And also the standard dwarf tactic of growing your economy, staying in those impregnable holds, and letting the enemy come to you, or using those as a way to strike out at close by enemies is a good one. Very early in the campaign there's going to be a lot of Orc and Goblin activity around Kazakh-Karak, so you're going to have to clear those out quite fast, in my personal opinion. If you're going to don't let Orcs and Goblins hang around, because thanks to their raiding camp stance they're going to grow and grow. So you know, it's Thorgrim, hates the Groby scum, he's going to be out there wiping them out quickly. Also,
well done for saying do it again. The location, because I can't ever get it right as you have done twice.
Karaz-a-Karak.
Karaz-a-Karak.
The everlasting peak.
There we go.
Everpeak.
So, and then we've got finally the greenskins.
Yes, well, finally. Maybe.
Maybe.
So the greenskins, so obviously we have GRIMGOR and Azag.
Yep.
Not their traditional habitat down in Black Crag, but the way the story that we've concocted grows is they're pretty much starting in Carrick-Draz, Black Crag. And that's, as I've mentioned earlier, very close to the dwarfs. So you've got a couple, well, 3 or 4 different strategies here with the Orcs and Goblins. You know, they're not so much about the diplomacy, obviously. So you can go straight for the dwarfs. You know, hit them hard, hit them fast. You know, make your way through that maze of the World's Edge Mountains and hit them in Karak. And you could potentially get rid of the dwarfs quite early on in your campaign if you're that determined and have got the boys to do it. Or you could head into the Badlands You know, start subjugating those tribes, get them all into GRIMGOR as well. Also, another vector is heading northwest, heading into the Border Princes and into the Empire. Again, using that raiding camp stance to get in there and start growing those mobs. So, or you can do a mixture of all three. You know, it's, mind you, if you would do that, the dwarfs would probably hit you hard. So
Yeah.
go for the dwarfs straight hard if that's what you want to do. You know.
Yeah, if that's what you want
Sandbox
to do,
game.
there we go. Andy's top advice, and of course we have the vampire counts, and they start in Sylvania.
Well, interesting. No, not yet.
But we're not talking any more about the vampire counts until later. But that's their start positioning.
Yeah,
and
they're
you
in
can-
Sylvania.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons.
So that has been our talk on start positions for this Rally Point Extra. Thanks for joining us.
Thank
Legendary
you.
Lord, Lawmaster Andy Hall. The end.
So that concludes our Christmassy Rally Point Extra.
Yes, and remember there is the image of the start position map that is available on the wiki for you to view and download.
Yes,
and
it
keep
is.
an eye on our social media channels for all news on all of the Total War games.
Wow, that was very succinct and very professional and everything. So I think it's time to say, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Let's go!